The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out too.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Goff. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. First carry now for David Montgomery. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Lions at 9-2 to start play, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So a great sequence for these guys to begin the ballgame. They first start out on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
That's a great example of leaning on each other and building momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Rodgers. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over.
But like chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. But they executed that well. Really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready. They got it done. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Goff. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rasul Douglas there to get him down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Goff. He'll find Williams on the slant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Barton. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Goff. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 37. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, Monk. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call for.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end Troutman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Rodgers now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Rodgers again now. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll run it with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff up the middle. Monk. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. And let's see the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and you look